Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. My name is Sarah from Dishing Out Wealth, and in today's video we're going to be talking about 11 everyday habits that are killing your success. So whether you have already done one of these habits or you are doing them in your everyday life, take note because these are going to be really important habits for you to kill so that way your success can become better over time. But before we get started with the video, make sure you give this a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel because we make new videos every Monday and Thursday. We would love to have you back because we make content all about financial education, budgeting advice, social media strategies, business growth hacks, and so much more. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with our video. Habits are something that we all do. So whether we know about them or not, whether they're good, whether they're bad, we all have a tendency to lean toward habits. And so that's why we're going to be talking about habits that aren't great for your success. So whether you know if you're doing them or not, take note because these are going to be really important for you to gain your success overall. And please keep a note that these habits are generalized. There are so many more habits that we can always be improving on and really kind of incorporate into our lives in order to become better. But these are just 11 habits that we have found that are really destroying success and something that we all can improve on in order to become more successful. So the first habit that is completely killing your success is not having a schedule. When you don't have a schedule, you don't know what your plan is, what you're going to be doing. You're just kind of going along hoping that things are going to be okay. And while this could work for some people, the majority of the people, it's not a good idea. So I found that it's great to have a planner, whether it's on your phone or you write it down, whatever it is, put down things that you're going to do every single day and just write it down. Have it in front of you, somewhere where it's easy to see, easy to access. Because if you have a schedule and you know you're sticking to something, it's going to make adhering to your goals so much easier, and you'll actually find yourself to be more successful when you have things written down and you already have a schedule. Another habit that is killing your success is lack of sleep. And I know life gets busy. It's hard to go to bed at a certain time because the kids are up or you have activities or just random things happen at night. Totally understand. However, if you don't get between 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single night, you're going to be chronically exhausted. Your brain won't actually have time to regenerate and just to function better. So try to get those 7 hours of sleep minimum every single night. As soon as you feel more rested and you sleep longer, you will actually become more successful because your brain will have that time to recharge and you will think better. You will be a lot more clear at work or with your family. Your attitude will be better and it's just going to make you feel a lot better overall. So set your alarm clock for a little bit later than you would usually do or go to bed earlier and see if you notice a difference. The third habit that is completely killing your success is comparing your success to others. What works for someone may not work for you, and completely vice versa. So do what works for you and be successful in the ways that you know are good for you. So if the way that you are running your business or your personal life or your finances or whatever it is, and it is working and you are seeing success there, it may not work for someone else. If you have a type A personality, it may not be the same way for someone else with a different personality. So kind of just trial and error, find what works for you, but do not let other people's success dictate how your success is actually doing. Of course, you can go to them and see how they're becoming successful and what they're doing in their lives, but if what they're doing isn't working for you, don't get down about it because you do you, and however you choose to become successful and by finding those habits that make you become successful, you'll be a much happier person in general. The fourth habit that is killing your success is being negative. And when you are negative all the time, it makes you feel bad. It makes other people feel bad around you. And when you are just constantly bringing yourself down as well as others, no one is going to want to be around you and no one is going to want to help you become successful. So instead of saying negative things about yourself, others, or even your job, try switching it around and making it to be more positive. So instead of saying, oh, I just can't do this, I'm not going to be that great at it, say, okay, I'm really good at this thing, but I could be better at this, and so I'm going to try harder to be better at the one thing I'm not so good at, so that way I can become more successful overall. And so when you start to slowly change your mindset and slowly change how you think about things, it's going to make you a lot happier, as well as everyone else, because you're going to be more positive, more uplifting, and just generally a happier person. So try being more positive this week and see if that helps you become more successful or even happier in general. The next way you're completely killing your success is wasting time on your phone. And I get social media is everywhere these days, and we always want to be connected and figuring out what other people are up to and even stalking your favorite celebrity. However, those types of things are actually going to make you not be as successful, because if you don't know how much time you're spending on your phone, 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, it adds up so much throughout the day, and you could be wasting 3 or so hours on your phone every single day without even realizing it. And by spending all that time on your phone, you could be doing it by becoming more successful at something else or reaching a goal that you already had written down in your schedule, kind of like how we talked about with our first point. So don't be on your phone so much. Kind of set a time limit for the entire day of how much you need to be on your phone. Of course, if your job is strictly social media, this is going to be a bit different for you. But if you are just in general a business person, you have a normal career, and you're not having a job within social media, try to limit the time on your phone, because you will also be able to spend more time with your friends and family, which in general will just probably make you a lot happier instead of always comparing yourself to other people on social media. Another habit that's killing your success is not being productive. And again, this kind of goes back to our first point when we talked about not having a schedule. But if you don't have a schedule, you're not going to be very productive. And it's always better to write things down, put it out there, so that way whenever you are looking at your schedule, you know exactly what you need to do. If you don't have a game plan for the day or for the week or the month, you are going to just kind of go, okay, well, I'll just do that later. Or something came up, I'll just do it later. And while that's okay every now and again, it can start to really pile up if you always say, I'm going to do this later, because later could be 3 weeks from now, it could be 3 months from now. Honestly, it could even never happen. So try to be productive, try to find ways to help yourself remember to be more productive. Write little notes to yourself on the back of the wall. You could, again, write it in your planner, put an alarm on your phone, whatever it is that really helps you out to become more productive is really going to help you be more successful in the long run. So it's a great habit to go ahead and try to do every day. The next habit that's killing your success is blaming others for your lack of success. So it's so easy to, when you see yourself not being successful, to blame everything else but the actual root cause of your lack of success. So if you are not being successful at, let's just use your like growing business, for example, it could be so easy to blame Instagram's algorithm or your coworker that you just brought on to work with you, or your cat bothering you while you're trying to work. I mean, it can be so many other things that you can just try to put the blame on, but ultimately you have to find the root cause of what is not actually making you successful and just tell yourself the hard truth. So it could be, instead of all of those other outside sources not making you successful, maybe it's the fact that you're not being productive. Maybe you don't have a schedule. Maybe you're sleeping in too late. Maybe you're not sleeping in enough. So all of those things could be a contribution to why you may not be as successful. So tell yourself the hard truth, take a look inwards, and don't put the blame on other people for something that may be your problem. The eighth habit that is completely killing your success is not being good with your time. So it kind of goes back to the productivity thing that we were talking about earlier. But make sure that you have complete control of your time, whether it's every hour, whether it's your entire day. Make sure everything is kind of mapped out and planned out, so that way you know you have a plan, you have a schedule, and you're going to be sticking to it. So if you have a regular 9 to 5 job, of course you can be productive during those 9 to 5 hours. However, if you are working from home, or you're wanting to start a second business, or you want to do anything else in order to become successful, you really need to make sure that you are on top of your time. So don't put things off, be productive. It's kind of all the things we've been talking about earlier kind of culminated together. So it's a great habit to do, to start slowly adding in that personal accountability to yourself, to say, I really want to be successful at X, Y, or Z. So this is the thing I need to do, and I'm going to stay on top of it in order to do so. The ninth habit that is killing your success may come as a surprise to you, but it's not making your bed. So when you make your bed, you get a sense of accomplishment, you feel productive, you have less stress, and you're going to just feel better about your day overall because you did something productive. And I know some people don't like to make their bed, but just try making your bed every single day for the next week. You might notice a difference. I know I certainly feel a lot better when I make my bed every day versus when I don't. So go ahead and give it a try and see if that helps your success levels. The 10th habit that is killing your success is not getting ready. And I'm not just saying rolling out of bed and putting on a pair of sweatpants. I'm talking about showering, brushing your hair, brushing your teeth, putting on a pair of jeans and just wearing them all day long. Because if you dress for success, then you're going to feel better about yourself. If you are at home and you're just working in your sweatpants all day, you probably won't feel as productive as if you actually put on real clothes. And the same goes for women. Go ahead and do your hair, do your makeup. It doesn't need to be excessive. It can be something 10 minutes or less, but just something to give you a little boost, a little pick me up to make you feel like you have the day grabbed it by the horns and you're wanting to be successful and you're just ready to go and make things happen. So go ahead and try that and see if it makes a difference for you, because I know for a fact whenever I actually put on real clothes and brush my hair, I feel a lot better about my life and about the things I actually want to accomplish that day. The last habit that is killing your success is not having an end goal in mind. It's great to have a goal and it's great to want to be successful, but if you don't know how to get there because you don't have an end all be all type of goal, then it's going to be really difficult for you to map out how you're going to actually achieve that. So go ahead, sit down. Where do you ultimately see yourself or your business or any goal that you have? What's that end look like? And then how can you make the small steps in order to achieve it? So map it out, write it down, have a planner, put it all out so it's easy to see, and you'll just feel a lot better about yourself because you know you'll make small changes in order to reach that big goal. Because if you say I'm just going to have one big goal but no way to really achieve it, then you're probably going to be setting yourself up for failure because you won't really know how to achieve it in a manageable way. And so there you have it. Those are our 11 everyday habits that are killing your success. So let us know what you thought of this video down in the comments below. And if you have any habits that you want to change in your life in order to become more successful, or if you found these tips helpful, we would also love to know that. So again, before we leave, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. You can also check out the link in the description box for dishingoutwealth.com because we offer financial education, coaching services, budgeting advice, and so much more. We would love to see if we can help you achieve your financial goals this year or next year or really whenever. So thank you for watching, and we'll go ahead and talk to you later. Bye.